Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Jason Duggar breaks longtime Duggar rule in wedding. Counting on alum Jason Duggar has been celebrating his marriage to Maddie Grace. The two tied the knot in a fall-themed mountain wedding on October 3rd. Since then, they've been documenting their lives as a newlywed couple. However, many fans were surprised when one of Jason's siblings shared that they broke a longtime family rule during the nuptials. Keep reading to see what it was. Counting on Jason Duggar's romantic dinner date with Maddie Grace. One of the latest updates from Jason was his romantic dinner date with Maddie Grace to celebrate her birthday. "Happy birthday to my gorgeous wife, I love you always and forever," the Counting on alum caption. The two did a handful of activities during the special day. But it seems they have yet to fly to Italy, like what was hinted at their wedding reception. Maddie and Jason are the newest couple in the family to tie the knot. Many were also surprised by how fast things happened between the two. It even created speculations that Maddie Grace may have been pregnant, which may explain their early wedding. This comes after the two announced their engagement with a hashtag that says #Spring 2025, making fans think they were supposed to exchange vows next year. Jason breaks longtime Duggar rule in wedding. Duggar and Jeremy recently released a new podcast episode in which they talked about Jason and Maddie Grace's wedding. According to the Counting on alums, the newlyweds may have broken a longtime family rule during their nuptials, and it's none other than dancing. Duggar revealed that the dance floor was almost empty as nobody from their family knew how to dance. I mean, not no one. Some of the siblings, some of them have done dance lessons, and some of the bridesmaids. But it's not part of the culture at all, and so it just was interesting. "That was an experience," she added. Jason and Maddie Grace later stepped on the dance floor and began showing their moves. This poor DJ had to be so confused as to what was happening. Beautiful first dance and then daddy-daughter dance, and then they opened the dance floor and he was playing hits, Jeremy added. Regardless, it seems Jim Bob and Michelle are no longer as strict when it comes to dancing. Joy, Anna, and Austin even made headlines earlier this year for taking dance classes with John David and Abby. Counting on. Where are Jason Duggar and Maddie Grace today? Maddie Grace and Jason Duggar have yet to share major updates since tying the knot. There are speculations that the two would still live in Arkansas. However, it seems Jason will have to face some problems before focusing on their new home. He's currently facing fraud for allegedly using a fake phone number for his construction business. Jason Duggar has always been one of the quieter Duggar siblings, blending into the background amidst the family's famous, and sometimes infamous, spotlight. However, in a surprising twist, Jason recently made headlines after attending a wedding and breaking one of the Duggar family's strictest rules. His decision not only turned heads but also led to whispers about whether the younger Duggar generation might be challenging the older traditions upheld by Jim Bob and Michelle. Setting the scene, Jason Duggar, now in his early 20s, has matured into a young adult with his own distinct personality. Unlike some of his siblings who have embraced social media or used platforms to promote their conservative values, Jason often keeps a low profile. Nevertheless, fans who follow the Duggar children closely know he has a reputation for being thoughtful, soft-spoken, and more independent-minded than some of his older siblings. This independence took center stage at a wedding where Jason's actions revealed a break from the rules that had been instilled in him since childhood. The Duggar rules. The Duggar family, guided by their conservative Christian beliefs, has long been known for a strict set of rules, especially concerning gender roles, relationships, and personal conduct. These rules include modest dress code. Duggar children, especially the girls, are encouraged to dress modestly. Typically, this means no sleeveless or low-cut tops, no pants for women, and a strong preference for long skirts and dresses. Courtship over dating. In the Duggar family, dating is virtually non-existent. Instead, the Duggars practice courtship, which is seen as dating with a purpose, marriage. Physical contact is limited to side hugs, and even holding hands is often reserved for engagement. Chaperoned interactions. Any interactions between young men and women are usually chaperoned to ensure that they remain within appropriate boundaries. No dancing. Dancing is typically discouraged among the Duggars. Jim, Bob, and Michelle believe that dancing could lead to immodest behavior and temptations, so it's a form of expression they've often stayed away from. Avoiding secular entertainment. From a young age, the Duggar kids were shielded from movies, music, and other forms of media that didn't align with their religious beliefs. So when Jason attended the wedding and decided to sidestep one of these rules, it created a wave of curiosity among Duggar fans and critics alike. Breaking tradition. Jason Duggar on the dance floor. At the wedding, Jason wasn't just a guest sitting quietly at his table or chatting politely with friends. Rather, he found himself on the dance floor, breaking one of the most long-standing Duggar family rules. To make matters even more surprising, Jason didn't just join a line dance or some simple group movements. He was actually dancing, appearing to enjoy himself in the process. For a Duggar to openly dance at a public event was unexpected, and it sparked a wave of reactions from those who follow the family closely. Photos and short video clips of Jason dancing surfaced on social media, showing him joining friends and seemingly relaxed, something fans are unaccustomed to seeing from the Duggars in such a setting. While he wasn't engaging in any wild moves, the fact that he was on the dance floor at all was enough to surprise fans, especially given the strict stance his parents have on dancing. The family's reaction. While the Duggar family hasn't made any official statements about Jason's actions, it's not hard to imagine that his decision may have raised a few eyebrows among his family members. Jim, Bob, and Michelle have always taken pride in the family's moral compass and conservative values, seeing them as a guidepost for their children. However, the family has grown in recent years, and many of the adult Duggar children have begun carving out their own paths. Jill, Jessa, and Jinger, for example, have also relaxed some of the family rules in their own lives. Jinger, in particular, has become known for her less restrictive wardrobe choices and her move to Los Angeles with her husband, Jeremy Vuolo. Jill, too, has embraced a more independent lifestyle, making choices that differ from the values she was raised with. Jason's choice to dance at the wedding may hint at a broader shift among the younger Duggar siblings. Fan reactions, support, and criticism. The online Duggar community was abuzz with reactions as fans shared their views on Jason's bold move. Some fans celebrated his decision, seeing it as a sign of growth and independence. Supporters argued that dancing is a harmless form of expression and were pleased to see Jason enjoying himself. He's a young adult now. It's normal for him to start making his own choices. One fan commented on Instagram, "Dancing isn't a crime, and if he's comfortable with it, then good for him." However, not everyone shared this view. Some followers criticized his actions, expressing disappointment that he would stray from his family's values. "It's sad to see the younger Duggars drifting away from the wholesome upbringing they had," one commenter wrote. "I wonder what Jim, Bob, and Michelle think of this." This split in opinion highlights the unique challenge the Duggars face. While they were once seen as role models for conservative family values, the next generation is beginning to challenge, or at least interpret differently, the rules they were raised with. A new era for the Duggars. Jason's choice to dance at the wedding might seem like a small act, but it's a significant departure from the Duggar family's traditional values. For years, the Duggars' way of life has been publicly scrutinized and celebrated, with many praising their close-knit family structure and conservative lifestyle. But as the younger generation comes of age, it's clear that the Duggar legacy is at a crossroads.